those foam and wooden bullets can have. Police were prepared for the worst last night because of a similar scene 1 year ago. When bars closed an hour early for daylight saving time last April, students and others took to the streets. They threw bottles, set fires, and challenged police. Police arrested 47 people for disorderly conduct. They thought they were ready this year. They had 18 undercover state liquor agents out at the bars and 60 police officers on standby. The Athens sheriff spoke last night about the university's role.
This is not fun. This is not anything that this town should be proud of, or the university should be proud of. And because of the proportion of the people who are university people, the university took another big black eye tonight. And I think President Glidden needs to sit down with the law enforcement people in this community and have a long, hard talk.
So that's the sheriff's response. Ohio University has its own take on this. OU President Robert Glidden joins us now live from Athens. And Dr. Glidden, you were actually there last night. The sheriff called this a black eye for the university. Do you agree?
Yes, I think it's a black eye both for the university and for Athens. It's not something we're proud of. On the other hand, in a sense, we almost invited people to this as an event. There was enough coverage of it before. The president spoke about our need to talk. We have been talking and working with city officials. We thought we had planned for the possibility of this event pretty well, but in fact I think all of our preparation and all the publicity surrounding that preparation helped to advertise the event. And the young lady who spoke a little bit earlier was correct. I was down there, and many of the students did not come out of bars. They came uptown to see what was going to happen.
Clearly there was a lot of publicity about it leading up to it. You've said that the students involved will be punished. What will that involve?
Well, we have student judiciaries, of course, and they're fairly stern. And I think when we know what evidence we have on various students for what offenses, we will certainly take action and be very firm about this. Some of the students, I think, were simply in the way as the riot police were trying to move people aside. Others may have been throwing things and so forth. And I think we have a lot of videotape. I hope they do. And when we find people who were really guilty of assaulting police or that sort of thing, we will certainly deal with them very sternly, and they'll be looking for another place to go to school. That will be done, however, on a case-by-case basis. All
right, Dr. Glidden, thanks very much for joining us live tonight from Athens. The bottom line on our top story on the disturbance in Athens, at least 46 people were arrested during last night's confrontation with police. Officers fired foam and wooden bullets into the crowd. Tomorrow, the suspects will head to court to face charges. Coming up later, we will go back to Athens for a live report on the damage those foam and wooden bullets can cause. In Columbia, 2 people are still behind bars after a confrontation with police last night in Athens. Police fired wooden and foam bullets into the crowd there to disperse it. And we go now back to Eric Collins live in Athens. So, Eric, just how dangerous are these crowd dispersing bullets?
Well, sorry, Helen, around 1:45 this morning, they used their first line of defense, which are those foam bullets. Now, officers formed a line, and they tried to get the students to move out of the way to get them out of the streets. Now, when some of the students fought back, police went to their second line of defense, and those are wooden bullets, also known as knee knockers. They fired these wooden bullets at the ground, and they're designed to bounce off the street and hit the rioters in the leg. This can leave a bruise, but they can also be dangerous, Helen. If they hit somebody in the head, a person can be knocked unconscious. One student, apparently, a bullet ricocheted one of the wooden bullets and hit her in the face, causing her to bleed. So there was at least one case of injury. The third line of defense is tear gas, but luckily they did not need to use that.
Yeah, they sound like they could be painful, Eric.
Absolutely.
In that one case, at least. Thank you. Court appearances are scheduled tomorrow for the dozens of people who were arrested in last night's disturbance. Finally, this has been the perfect day for
4 people were arraigned today, 5 police officers, and 3 people in the crowd were injured by the disturbance. Police say more arrests are possible once police check photographs and videotapes. And some students may even be kicked out of school. For the latest, let's go live to Nancy Burton in Athens. Nancy?
Colleen, there are reminders of